Happy Sunday, everyone. This is Evangelist Walesa Fash Feathers, and I'm coming to you today with my message of today. And my message of today is do not fall out with God because of people. Now, I know when you first get in a family of faith, well, I'm going to tell my experience. When I first got in a family of faith, I ran into some unbelievable Christians, judge everything about you, always had something to say about you, not looking at you with the eyes of God, like the heart of love, but looking at you like you were so wrong. Because God came and got me from off the streets, out the club, when everybody here turned against me. That's how God normally usually works. Because when God put a calling on your life and he has anointed you to come into the family of faith, he will come get you from your brokenness. That's when he will reach out to you when you went through so many different obstacles, so many different problems, and you think it is over with for you. That's when grace come and find you. And that's what God did for me. So he called me into the family of God and the kingdom of God, and I started going to church, and I ran into all these people, and it was just shocking. I was like, oh no, God, I can't do this, honey. They got the wrong one. I don't know about you, but I had an attitude. I'm from the street, so of course I still got an attitude, but God is working with me on my attitude, and I am growing in the Lord. I love to see how God is working in my life, but sometimes he breaks me down to humble me. And when I ran across people like this, when I first started going to church, judging me, looking down upon me, I thought, God, I couldn't do this. I want to get to know you, Lord. I want to follow your word. I want to be a strong woman of faith, because God was calling me a mighty woman of faith a long time before I even decided to start going to church. I'm like, who am mighty woman of faith? That ain't me, Jesus. Do you see what I'm doing? But Jesus kept calling me what I was, or what he knew that I was going to be when I wasn't. So that's how the grace of God works, and that's how the love of God works. So I just want to tell you all, church is a hospital for the broken. I don't care who you see that acts high and mighty. I don't care who you believe is just so much more powerful than you. You believe what God has put in your spirit. Now, we do have some great men and women of faith in the church. I'm not going against people in the church, and some ways of theirs are right, but nobody is 100% perfect, and that's what people need to learn, because we are living in a hurting world. It's people hurting every day all around us, even in the church house, because church is a hospital for the broken. So again, as I started getting into faith in God and learning about God, I ran through many obstacles that could have drove me out the church. So I understand when people do leave the church because they feel like they're not good enough for God, they're not strong enough for God, but that is a lie from the pits of hell. You will go through the faith test when you go into the kingdom of God.